Hello student, welcome to BBPS e-learning class of science, and we are going to start a new chapter, that is reproduction in plants. First, what is a reproduction? That is that production of new individual from their parents is known as reproduction, and it is an important characteristics of living being. Next thing is, how many types of reproduction are there? There are two kinds of reproduction, that is asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. And in the plants there are two parts, vegetative part such as root, stem and leaf, and a reproductive part such as it is known as flower. In class 6 you learned about different parts of a flowering plant. Most plants have root, stems and leaf, and these are called vegetative part of plant. After certain period of growth, most plants bear flower. And for example, you may see in that mangoes trees flowering in spring, and it is these flowers that gives rise to juicy mango fruit to enjoy in summer. We eat the fruits and usually discard the seeds. Seed germinates to form a new plant. So what is the function of flowers in plant? That is the reproduction. Flowers perform the function of reproduction in plants, and flowers are the reproductive part. There are several ways by which plant produce their offspring. These are categorized into two types, asexual and sexual. In asexual reproduction, plants can give rise to new plants without seed, whereas in sexual reproduction, new plants are obtained from seed. Asexual reproduction. In asexual reproduction, new plants are obtained without production of seed. Under the asexual reproduction, there is a vegetative propagation. It is a type of asexual reproduction in which new plants are produced from the root, stem, leaves and buds. Since reproduction is through the vegetative parts of the plant, hence it is known as vegetative propagation. In vegetative propagation, we have first activity, that is the method of cutting. And for example, that is we can grow a new rose plant by cutting a branch of rose, and by potted this branch of rose in the another pot, that gives rise to a new rose plant. That method is known as cutting. And you must have seen flower buds developing into plants, and apart from flower buds, there are buds in the axil point of attachment of the leaf at the node, the leaves which develop into shoots, and the buds are called vegetative buds. A bud consists of short stem around which immature overlapping of leaves are present. Vegetative buds can also give to a new plant. In case of potato, the scars present in the potato is known as eyes. Cut the potato into small portion and each with the eye and bury them in the soil. Water the pieces regularly for few days and observe the progress. What do you find? Likewise, you can also grow the ginger and turmeric. These are the modes of vegetative reproduction. Bryophyllum, it is also known as sprout leaf plant, has the buds in the margin of the leaves, and if a leaf of this plant falls on a moist soil, each bud can give rise to a new plant. Roots of some plants can also give rise to new plants. Sweet potato and dahlia are the example. Plants such as cacti produce new plants of when they detach from their original plant from the main plant body. Each detached part can grow into a new plant. Plants produced by vegetative propagation take less time to grow and bear flower and fruits earlier than those produced from seed. The new plants are the exact copies of the parent plant, and as they are produced from the single parent. These are the two advantages of vegetative propagation. After the vegetative propagation, next method is budding. That in the budding, the example is yeast, and yeast can be seen only under a microscope. These grow and multiply every few hours of sufficient nutrient are made available to them. And when the small just see this diagram, the small bulb like projection coming out from each cell is called a bud. The bud gradually grows and gets detached from the plant cell and forms a new cell. The new cell grow matures and produce more each cell. Sometimes another bird arises from the bud, forming a chain of bird. This process continues and a large number of each cells are produced in a short time. Next method is fragmentation, and it is the example of reproduction in algae. You have seen slimy green patches in the ponds and in other stagnant bodies. These are the algae. There, water and nutrients are available. Algae grow and multiply rapidly by fragmentation, and alga breaks up into two or more fragments. These fragments or pieces grow into new individual, and this process continues, and they cover large area in a short period of time. Okay, thank you, students. Go through this video, and these are the methods of asexual reproduction.